Okay, next question. Is the Japanese work culture toxic? Okay, so there are many layers to this question actually. One layer is that uh, contrary to common belief, Japanese people don't work as much as it's thought. I think in the numbers show that South Koreans work a long, many hours, and in fact, Al Jazeera had a pretty good mini documentary about that, where they talked about the crazy culture there and also the crazy drinking culture. They said that, and look, okay, you have to double check the numbers always double check the numbers. But basically, they said that on average in Russia, for example, people have 6 shots of alcohol per week. But in Korea, that number is like 12 or 13. And that was my image there when I worked, because I worked in South Korea. And it was like my image that, wow, South Koreans do drink a lot, you know? So yeah. Okay, so there's that. Japanese regular companies don't work as much as you think they are. The productivity here is actually quite low, unfortunately. But then you have to consider other stories. Like, for example, there was the famous case with the company called Dentsu. They had a young female intern working for them, and they basically like overworked her by giving her a tremendous amount of like overtime hours. And I know this is happening because I know one person right now who is clocking a lot of overtime hours, and I'm a little bit worried about that person. So that case ended up in the young woman unfortunately committing suicide. Um, so there's that. But also the other layer there to this question is, what about the workers at work? Are they actually happy, or is it a toxic environment? I think there you have to look at what industry you're talking about. Because if you're working in the office, say, maybe some kind of travel agency, I'm sure it's a bit more obviously relaxed than, say, work in a hospital. But I can tell you that in hospital environments here, it is very stressful and people fight each other all the time, and it is toxic. It's absolutely a toxic environment where the egos come into play. So yeah, I would say like people need to chill out, you know? Like tone it down. Like these people with huge egos, man. Like come on, just take a chill pill. So, is Japanese work culture toxic? Overall, I would say yes.